Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really simple white birthday card to share with you featuring Mama Elephant. Um, I don't know about you, but as soon as the little elephant agenda was released, I just needed to have it. It took me some time to get my hands on it because, of course, when I realized the release of this adorable stamp, it was already sold out. So I waited a bit and then it actually was in my Christmas order. So really fun. It had been a while as well that I purchased some Mama Elephant. As you probably know, last year I also made a card using the Nutcracker. And I had another stamp set that I purchased from Mama Elephant along with this one. So 3 stamp sets and it's just adorable. Also, the latest release from the 15th of January, I also caved in. The numbers are just too adorable. I have no clue yet when I will craft with it, but I will. And I also ordered a die set by Mama Elephant, the one where you can create a cupcake shaker with, but also like a little bag for some treats. I saw it and with the numbers and such, I thought it was really lovely. As well as I just showed my husband the cupcake and the bags and such, and I was like, imagine me crafting with our little girl later on. Well, later on in a few years, because now it's just not an option, or not with the stamps and the dies and the tiny elements that I use. And it was like, yeah, that can be really lovely, and so it was in the basket. I purchased it. That was just the thing that I needed to convince me, and I don't know if he realized it, but truly that was the reason why I allowed myself to also purchase it. Also, it will definitely work with the other sets, so I'm really excited about it. But while I was taking out the number stamps that I purchased, I realized that I do no longer have any plastic bags to put my stamps in. So the whole organizing that I have been doing at the end of the holidays, so that I could craft without any restrictions or things that would hold me to craft with certain stamps, well, that's gone. I don't have any bags anymore. Okay, so the coloring, I didn't want to repeat myself too much. That's also the reason why this card video is kind of short, and I love it for you guys. The gray is the same, the ears are the same. The thing that I'm not showing here are the reds. I actually only used 4 out of the 8 images, and so by just really random picking, I only took the ones with like the yellow accents and not the red ones. So I still have those 4 left, and maybe you can help me, because funny thing, this card has been left on my desk for 2 weeks because I couldn't find a sentiment stamp set. The thing is, and you will see it later on as well, I decided that I wanted to have Happy Birthday to You, the abbreviation as we know it, inside of that tiny speech bubble. But I couldn't find any in my collection of Mama Elephant stamps, and I'm like, you can combine definitely brands, basics all the time, sentiments. I just prefer sticking to a brand. It's just because I know that certain types, well, type, no, how do you say it? That certain scripts of words are from a certain brand, and I just love Mama Elephant with Mama Elephant, and my favorite things has several kind of scripts, which is adorable, but also again I prefer them with my favorite things images. There's also the thickness of the critters, sometimes the lines of the critters sometimes that differ depending on the brand, and most of the time the thickness of the scripts also kind of match. So that's why I prefer that. So I searched and searched, and then my little girl wouldn't sleep during the holidays, as I already mentioned, and so no time with not finding the sentiment, left this card on my desk for 2 weeks. And the thing is also that I have difficulty starting another card when there is still one on my desk. So that also held me from creating. But again, the little one wouldn't sleep, so it's not that that was like the biggest reason. So I doubled up as well the Polaroids. It's from the Polaroid Fawn. It's a really old die. I think it was one of my first dies by Mama Elephant. So I don't know, it's still out there, but maybe there is a replacement if not. So I decided to go with 4. I originally wanted to make something with postage dies and such, but that just wasn't working out anymore. That happens when you don't plan a card ahead of time, and just when you put the pieces together, it's just rubbish. We'll see if I can create something with it in the future. Adding white jelly roll pen details here. And so, as I was saying, I couldn't find a happy birthday to you, so the HB2Y. That was the kind of thing that I wanted to find. So in case you know a Mama Elephant stamp set having this short happy birthday to you sentiment in it, please let me know. Because I still have those 4 other images left, so I can recreate this card if I want to, with then a sentiment by Mama Elephant. I just need a really small sentiment for this really small speech bubble. Or if you have another suggestion, it's welcome, because this took me too long to finish the card. And in the end, I used a sentiment by Paperie Ink, which is also a brand that I love. I have it here. A few stamps, and I just realized that I needed to craft with it again because it's just too adorable. It's really an adorable brand. It has been ages since I saw the stamps that I got from them, and it's a shame. I think that a lot, must admit it. So with all of the white jelly roll pen details ready, I started adding all of my critters with some thin foam squares, also some liquid glue where necessary, and then I had like the basics. You can definitely create another, well, I had other stamps that would fit the tiny speech bubble, but I just prefer creating birthday cards or Christmas cards. Those two, sometimes love themed cards, but you know, I had a hugs by Mama Elephant that I almost used, and then I decided that I wanted birthday hugs, and then I still had the issue of the birthday. So just saying, here I had this tiny speech bubble, and I'm going to add happy birthday. It's not a short version, but it will work. I just have to stamp it separately, and I didn't want to snip my stamps. You can. It's a bit of stamp surgery, but as many of you know, there are several groups in the craft maker community that there are people who snip it apart without any issues. You can definitely add them together again later on, but I am one of those other people that aren't capable to snip my stamps apart. So I am just masking off the part that I don't need to stamp with some purple tape, removing it, stamping it out, and this way I had my happy birthday. And it still works, I think, the happy birthday with the Mama Elephant, but I know that it's not Mama Elephant, and that's just a tiny bit bothering me about this stamp about this card. Also, for the speech bubble, I thought maybe I can just have that yellow return, so I took the same combination as for all of the yellow details. I started coloring. I added the rest a bit offset. I contemplated kind of a long time if it was going to be offset on the left side, on the right side, bottom, top, and then I didn't like the offset, so I decided to just wiggle it in place completely. And for you guys, you know that the third layer is actually a gradient of yellow that works perfectly with all of the other yellow details. For others, it will never be visible, and maybe the recipient will twist and turn the card a tiny bit around and we'll see on the edges a slight color of yellow. We will never know. but well, you can always try, you know. And that is my card for today. It's really white. It's really, really simple. But at the same time, I think that the Polaroids are really standing out as well, although it's white on white. And I just love these little elephant agenda images. And I think you do too. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this video and of course the end result. If you have suggestions concerning this sentiment, I would love to hear it. And of course you can create this card with multiple colors instead of all of white. But that's all up to you. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all an incredible day and I'll be back soon with some more crafty inspiration. Bye!